What is something people are not ready to hear?
Bear with me, fam, because I got three. Not necessarily in this order, but here in North Carolina, you will never own a liquor store. They are called ABC stores, and they are controlled by the North Carolina General Assembly. Okay? Now, if you have a bar, if you own a restaurant, if you own a club, a sports bar, any place here in North Carolina to where you serve alcoholic beverages, particularly hard alcohol, you must get your alcohol. You must go and purchase your alcohol at the ABC store here in North Carolina. Okay, the ABC store here in North Carolina, you will purchase it, and if you notice when you go out to the clubs or the bars or whatever here, and they may have some tags on there, colored tags on their bottles, that means they purchased it from the ABC stores. Didn't you ever wonder why you never see any liquor trucks, alcohol trucks? Because all of those businesses, they have to get their purchase their alcohol at that ABC store. Okay. You know, back home we have liquor stores, mom and pop liquor stores. You can get your chaser, you get your alcohol, you get your potato chips, you get all that. But here in North Carolina with the ABC stores, what you have are in that liquor store is the hard beverages or hard cocktails, you know, whiskey, bourbons, things like that. No wine, and maybe like chasers, like to make margaritas, daiquiris, and so forth. So if you want that rum and coke, you buy your rum at the ABC store and you buy your coke somewhere else. That's how it works. Okay? Bear with me, fam. Just stay with me. This is all for fun, but it is serious business because it's the truth. Now,
What is something people are not ready to hear?
I never noticed how much the church and politics correlates or intertwine until I became a Christian. And not so much until I became a Christian, but until I found a church home, until I started going to church regularly, things of that nature. How is it related? How are they intertwined? Because if you notice, remember the Martin Luther King marches. There was always church, a pastor, a reverend involved, right? I know Tony Soprano, I know that's not, real, well, it's kind of real life, but for guidance and stuff like that, they went to the church. They respected the church. But here's the problem that I have, how I say they entwine, is because when things kicked off last year with the Black Lives Matter movement, I checked to see how my local churches was reacting to the situation. And I didn't see any marches or hear of any marches on Black Lives Matter, not here in this city. And I kind of think that it's because they didn't want to go. I think because they didn't want to go against some of the law enforcement in higher positions that they may be connected with. And then also, another thing is, I didn't know that it was so intertwined until I really, start going to church often, as I said. And during election time, that's when you see the local incumbents come out. They come to church. It's like growing up and the men only came, a lot of the black men only went to church on Easter's, on Easter Sunday, which is once a year or whatever, to appease their wives. Well, same thing here. Never seen them at the church before, ever. But during election time, they'll come up to the church and want to stand in front of us, and they want to stand in front of us and persuade us to vote for them. I don't do church and politics. I don't mix that.
What is something people are not ready to hear?
Y'all remember that go-go song? Don't call me baby. Listen, I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. But I am so tired of here in North Carolina. I can go to the store. I can be doing something professionally, which requires customer service interaction. And all I hear is, hello, baby. Let me get that for you, sweetie. Hello, darling. Oh, sugar. I'm not your baby. I'm not your boo. I'm not your sweetie. I'm not your honey. Unless I've awakened from bed this morning and I left you there, or you left me there. If I didn't sleep with you, please don't do that. Whatever happened to real customer service? Whatever happened to real customer service? And I had to let this young lady know one day when she was going to sweetie me to death. Miss, please, want you to know, everyone does not like to be called sweetie and honey. And I get the excuses where, oh, I'm from the South, or this is where I was raised. When you call me sweetie, honey, and boo-boo and all that kind of stuff, it's disrespectful. And it's disrespectful because I asked you not to call me that, and if you insist on calling me that, then I'm going to insist on calling you whatever that I want to. And I know we don't want that. So I gave this young lady an example when I went to a business and she sweeted me to death, honeyed me to death. I said, young lady, I pulled her to the side and I said, young lady, would you please not call me sweetie or honey, okay? And that was that, okay? And I gave her an example. We're conducting business. I said, now, you call me by my first name. If I was an old 80, I gave her this example. If I was an elderly, and I said an 80-year-old white woman, and her name was Lily Smith, would you call her Lily? And she says, no. There you have it. So don't call me by my first name. I'm not your friend. I'm here you're providing a service, and I am here to purchase it or to mingle in your services or whatever. But I am not your baby. I am not your honey or sweetie or none of that, because we're not sleeping together. So please don't do it. Be professional. Remember your customers. Remember customer service skills. Okay. Miss, ma'am, sir, madam, okay? Let's be respectful.